we're here to put a stop to your plan. Coldest line I've ever heard a villain say. He's like, the plan happened 34 minutes ago. The nuclear warheads are launched, bro. They already, some of them hit. Look, Korea ain't there no more. Some of them hit already. 34 minutes. This is why I said that Bond villain thing that hurt me. Because they monologue. They'll have a laser up to James Bond dick, and they'll be like, I'm going to tell you why I like lasers. Yeah. When I was a kid, my daddy couldn't afford one because he was a tractor tow trailer, and now I got lasers killing niggas. Watchmen, no. It's half hour, bro. It's half hour. You're too late. That's it. Missiles have been launched. Cancer has been spread. The TV is fixed, and I'm watching it.
Alrighty then. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome to another special episode. Another special episode. That's not how you say it in Spanish. Of the Theodore and Edward Show. My name's Theodore. That's Edward, and we got another guest with us.
Yes.
Okay. You want to introduce him, Edward? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll introduce him. Know him for about 3 years, maybe 4 years.
Sound like
something like that.
Hashtag my friends are better than yours and more successful than yours. Fuck all you other niggas. You gotta flex on these people. Okay, people have been coming at me in the comments. They come at me in my comments, and I don't like that. Let's see. He's a short film director, long form content director, writer, producer, Key Grip, Studio Village organizer, Audio Village organizer, casting director, cameraman extraordinaire.
Give him another job.
Purveyor, inventor, and patent holder of the fisheye lens, the Super 8 format lens.
So he's a billionaire.
Pretty much. I said my friends are more better than yours. Hashtag. I mean, I'm just like, and pickleball professional.
Jesus.
We got Walter Rivers in the chat on the show.
Oh my God. I mean, only about half of what Edward said was true, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
That's the gist. Yeah, it's all encompassing. He does a lot, and we had to get him on the show. But welcome, Walter. Welcome.
Thank you.
We've been hearing a lot about you. Because of Mr. McDaniels over here. I had to put the government out there. Edward, why don't you go ahead and say how this came together? How did Walter get in this space? In this little circumference.
Being on the very prestigious Ted Ned show.
The very prestigious, yes. We're coming live, actually, I forgot, from the top of the Caesar's Palace in The Hangover, where they did the shot.
Yeah, just say Caesar's Tower. The show's so successful that they built you guys a tower.
I'm like, what's Caesar's Tower? But how do we get here? How do we get here, Mr.
This happened 2020. Honestly, that's when I first met you.
The year that won't be named is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Cool guy. We worked together. And then I found out you have you were talking about movies. But you weren't talking about movies like, oh my God, I think fucking Scarlett Johansson is hot and stuff. You was like, I mean, you said that, but it was like you went deeper into it. You pay attention to more than the average viewer of movies. I like that. I like that you had an eye for it. That you would go in depth with films, TV shows, shots, how they shoot certain things, and even though we don't really agree on much, to be honest. I'm just being honest. He has valid points. I just don't like them.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
But it's like it was still a good intellectual conversation, and from that point on, I was like, "Oh yeah." In the back of my mind, like, I got to have him on the podcast.
There it is.
Then the can I tell people that you actually have a film out, like short story film? I mean, I just told them, but like, can I? Yeah, can I tell the people that you got a?
You're covering the mic, and that's not how it works.
Gotcha. Well, it's been said. Someone leaked it. It wasn't me. Yeah, I remember you showing me that film, and I liked it.
Yeah,
I was with it. Plus, if I'm being honest with myself, I like black people that has such a drive and ambition to do something that you normally don't see us doing. I thought that was amazing.
There it is.
Once again, I don't agree with a lot of your points, but they are valid. And I hope you get to that point where you're on the Oscars board. You get your EGOT. You're
up there with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Doesn't Viola Davis have one already?
Who?
She got an honorary Oscar. No, I'm thinking of Angela Bassett. I'm sorry.
There's a couple.
I think Viola does.
Does she? I think she might. I wouldn't put it past her. Shit.
Yeah.
John Legend, I think, has one.
Yeah, she's got. There's a lot of black people that have EGOTs.
Yeah, which is hey, more power to us.
That's amazing. I didn't even think of that.
Well, she's got an EGOT.
Oh. Yeah. Well, like always, we're gonna start it off with, what we've been streaming, what we've been looking at, what's been taking up the internet bandwidth in our homes. Basically what we've been viewing, listening to as far as music, and we're gonna, ask Walter about what he's been looking at, listening to. We got new opinions, new eyes coming at you. This is all exclusive right here on the Theodore and Edward program.
Worldwide.
But right now, as far as I'll go first, because I can just, it's pretty quick too. Because right now I've been watching Ahsoka on Disney Plus. Can confirm.
Okay.
Because there's a scene that I had to see, being a Star Wars person. Not a Star Wars person. I guess I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars person.
Just admit it. You like anime.
I love Star Wars. But I had to watch it. It was pretty good. The show's pretty good. We could use some. I guess I should have watched the previous show, because it feels like this is just the second of the previous Star Wars Rebels or something like that. It's an animated show, I guess. And I didn't watch that, and so now Ahsoka is like the sequel to that. And so they're zooming in on things that supposed to get an emotional reaction out of you. But I'm like, oh, that must have been significant, a year ago. They're like, oh, this was the fucking key that homeboy used and he died when he turned the key. This is it. I'm watching that show though. Show's going well. We like a white lightsaber. We love a white lightsaber. What else? Still watching Letterkenny on Hulu. Fantastic show.
Amazing show.
If you want something that's quip very fast, oh my god, in your face, writing wise, comedy, weird, very odd comedy, but still just hilarious. That's a show I would definitely recommend. But I haven't watched movies yet, but we're gonna be watching a movie a day starting tomorrow. Edward, you ready? Starting tomorrow.
What, scary movies?
Yeah, starting October 31 horror movies in October. One horror movie a night. So let's get ready.
Are these all gonna be movies that you guys haven't seen before, or
both?
A little bit of both. Okay. Probably something I want to revisit. Some I haven't seen before. Whenever I do this, because I did it last year, I tried to do it the year before last, but I kind of stopped. Last year I completed it though. But one I like to do is watch the classic ones, some that I haven't seen before. I've been I saw the first 3 Nightmares on Elm Streets. Nightmare on Elm Street. Those are all really. I like them all, except for 2 was alright, but 3 was really good. But
3 my favorite.
But yeah, I've been like trying to watch those and like other things that I haven't really seen. I guess because I haven't seen the original Halloween, which is, I guess, a travesty. But
that's all right. I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I mean, there's always certain quote unquote classics that that people just
the original Halloween.
I've never seen the original Halloween.
It's not a plot.
I mean, that's a.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it later because
I think any movie that they've made like fucking 20-some sequels after it, I think you can consider that a classic.
Yeah, I can.
There's some like some bloopers that they kept in the movie.
Well,
like there's a scene where Michael breaks a car window because he's on top, but if you pause it, there's a wrench that's like tied to his wrist. It wasn't sugar glass. They put a monkey wrench there, and that's how he broke it. Yeah, they just really broke some glass in this woman's face, and they was like, "Fuck, you're gonna have to take it for the team."
Just gonna get cut.
Come on, this is Michael. This is a slasher. We're making hits.
We gotta get the shot. Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. I haven't seen. Another thing I haven't seen. I probably want to rewatch is Child's Play. I don't think I've seen the first Child's Play. I've seen the second and the third, and those are
greatest first death ever.
Here we go.
I avoid all of the Chucky movies like the plague. I don't watch them. I've never watched them, and I will never watch them.
Well, what's wrong with Chucky? What's wrong with Big Chuck?
All right, so for me, like when I was a kid, like they terrified me. Yes. Like, and so like that fear from childhood has just carried onto adulthood.
Right.
And like I'm sure I could watch them now and I'll be fine. But like that child part of my brain is still just being like, nope, we're not watching it. Get that shit away from me.
Yeah, I feel that. I had to, grow up. Not grow up, but I had to get over some certain fears too, like that. I forgot what movie it was. God darn it! But I know the movie The Strangers really, really messed me up. I would think about home invasions a lot and what I would do. So I'm like planning out things. I'm like, okay, what does Kevin Hart say? Edward, a gun compartment. He has a gun compartment.
In every room
he had.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try and break into my house while I'm shitting? Let me reach for the toilet paper one last gun compartment.
Yeah, like I would freak out, and that movie still. Yeah. I still have only seen The Strangers once, but I freak out over that movie. That movie's weird. It's crazy to me. But yeah, there's definitely those horror movies that'll instill something a little longer in you. No pun intended. But yes. Yeah. Saw definitely did.
Mine was Candyman.
Yeah. Candyman will do that for you. Candyman will do that for you. But
there's a movie, I haven't seen it in like such a long time, and I only watched it once, and I don't even remember what it was about. But it's this movie called The Crazies.
Oh yeah.
Is that movie good?
It's
I don't remember. Now I'm actually gonna watch that in October.
Because that's another movie. Yeah,
it
I've
was
been
good.
Wanting to rewatch it.
Yeah,
that it was good, but the ending just like made you go like, why like Iowa? It was like the government testing something. They put like spores in like Iowa's area, and
what's it?
It just made people become very like homicidal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I love the idea of like a horror movie that takes place in like some small town in the middle of nowhere. You got all these characters; they could be weird as fuck. Everyone's isolated, so you could burn the whole fucking town to the ground, and it's like there's no army coming in to save everyone. It's just those people on their own. And so I really love the concept of just shit going down in some small town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a sense of, like you said, like that sense of isolation, kind of hammering.
Yeah.
You're the only one.
Yeah, so.
And if everyone's
Yeah, so that's
crazy,
another reason why I've wanted to rewatch that movie. But
yeah,
yeah, I've seen it. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember when I saw the trailers when it was like right about to come out, I was really interested in it. And then now, like however many years later, I don't remember anything about it, and now I want to rewatch it.
yeah.
I remember that damn pitchfork. Like I'm
I
looking at
remember
the
a pitch.
thumbnail.
I can
Oh
even see the
Yeah,
yeah,
poster. Yeah, like the movie
yeah.
poster.
yeah, yeah. The
There's someone
pitchfork. Yeah,
dragging a
that.
pitchfork.
Yeah.
Ugh, I remember what he was doing with it.
Oh
Man,
no.
let me stop. I'm gonna let you go ahead and relive that because I remember that scene.
Oh no.
That
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
I do want to see that movie. I might watch that this October, but since we're still on that topic of horror movies, what's your favorite one, Walter? Do you have a favorite horror movie?
yeah,
You know what? I'm not really big on horror movies in general. At least I wasn't
Mm,
before. Now I've kind of like I've been dipping my toe into it. I mean, I don't know how much horror it was. I mean, I don't know if there's a difference between like horror and slashers, but like
I don't think
that
so.
that first Halloween movie, or at least of the new ones that just came out, that trilogy. I ended up
yeah.
seeing that one, and I really enjoyed it. So that's kind of got me like, I should watch more like horror movies or slashers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So another movie, it's called The Night House. Really good. I would, if you're looking for another movie to watch, I would highly recommend it.
Okay,
The
okay.
Night House, huh?
I'm
Okay.
always looking for
Yeah,
some recommendations.
Yeah.
yeah, that one is really good. And
Okay.
so, and also a friend, me and a friend, like a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
um, we just I'd never seen any of the Scream movies, and
Mm,
so they love the Scream movies.
yeah.
So we like set aside a day. They came over. We watched all six Scream movies in that single day in one
Wow.
sitting.
Damn.
That's
It was It's good though, and
I
especially
like
there's a
Scream.
lot of
I love Scream.
connectivity between all the films and everything, like
mhm.
storylines being carried over and characters continuing on and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
like when you watch it all at once, it's really interesting to see how it's all connected and how they all relate to each other. So I really enjoyed watching all the Scream movies.
Yeah,
Mm.
I haven't seen the like last couple, the last three maybe.
Yeah,
Because
Oh,
I've
you gotta
seen
watch those.
Scream 1, 2, and 3. 2 is my favorites. 2 is so good to me. And
two is my favorite also.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 wasn't I didn't really like it that much. I
That's
think
when they
that's
were
the
doing
one.
Hollywood
Yeah,
shit. Like it was like
Yeah, I didn't like that
they
yeah.
one.
were on the set and everything
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my friend was telling me like the general consensus is that like people don't usually like three.
Yeah, no one likes and 3 was not that good.
Yeah.
It was not good at all. I haven't seen 4, 5, and 6, I don't think. But
They're
2
they're really good.
2,
Mhm.
I always say this on the podcast, but I just love Scream 2 because it has a lot of black people in it and a lot of like black people in like good ass roles, not just dying, you know. It's just like they affected
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
plot. And
Yeah.
Scream 2 is just good, man. It's a good ass movie. But
yeah, it's really good.
yeah, we
That's what's
always
up.
had an affinity, especially because since it's fall October season. Me and Edward
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
always had an affinity for horror movies, and I don't know, we watched them way too young. I mean, I was watching. When did Saw come out? That first Saw, I remember when it came out, and I was watching it, and it was
Mm,
probably
We
I was probably like
were
11 or 12,
yeah.
mhm.
and then obviously, I mean, I just loved it. I don't know. I wasn't like trying to. Oh my god, I'm trying to play a game, But I always liked the psychology of it, and I thought it was just weird. I remember arguing with you, like he's never killed anyone. So if they catch him, he can only, be charged for kidnapping or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, then people started really dying. But yeah, I love those movies. But yeah, something about horror movies. They have a special place in my heart. They're so different from the
Mhm.
other genre, and they don't get enough respect as certain genres of movies, though. You know,
Yeah, they really don't, honestly.
you
Yeah.
know, and that's detrimental to them. It sucks for them. But
Yeah.
anyways, Edward, what do you got for us? What have you been watching? Give me something.
I'm gonna make it real simple, real quick. I've been listening to Doja Cat's album, like I said last week. I'm not about to dive into it. Y'all can watch the episode last week. She's amazing. She's a great person. Great bars. TV shows. I've just been working most of the time, so I've just been watching One Piece. Like literally just once a week. That's it.
Good choice. The best choice.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say it because he's going to bring it up somehow. I already know he has it in the fucking chamber. So I used to argue about Walter about what's the greatest anime. He would say One Piece. I would say Naruto because Madara has the greatest speech in anime history, and Pain is one of the greatest villains in anime history. That man killed the starting 5. He took out fan favorites. Kakashi dead. Tsunade coma. I think Hinata got her soul sucked out. Everybody, Ibisu soul sucked out. All that shit. Everybody dying. Everybody, and they deserved it.
Just to preface this, also,
they deserved it.
Oh my god,
what has Kakashi done to deserve that treatment?
They deserved it. Kakashi should have got out the damn way trying to help Choji Daddy. He thought he was helping somebody. Like they don't know who the white-haired ninja is in the leaf. We know what you can do. I know what you can do. I'm just put your thumbnail in the forehead. Talk to your daddy in the afterlife. But anyway,
it didn't last very long though. He came back.
See, and that's that bullshit. That's why One Piece is better because Naruto got the power of plot armor. Naruto was strung up. He got stabbed everywhere, kidneys punctured. He shouldn't even be able to drink soda, anything. He should be dead. Hinata should be dead. Remember, she tried to save him. She was trying to break the rods that was holding him down, and Pain threw her all the way in the air. He put her in the what's the name, the stratosphere, and then dropped her all the way back down.
Damn.
That ninjas ain't supposed to survive that type of physics. You're dead.
I mean, they've always had like that kind of stuff when it comes to like healing and everything. The thing that always sticks out most to me is so my favorite arc in all of Naruto is when Sasuke leaves the village and Shikamaru has to put together a group of people to go after him. Because I love arcs where like the side characters get to shine and those people working as a team and just like each of them peeling off to go fight someone else and then the others continuing on and all that stuff. Fan-fucking-tastic. I love everything about that. But the thing that sticks out the most is that Rock Lee is still shattered arm, shattered leg, goes in for one surgery with Tsunade, and then like barely even like the next day he runs out to go help them on their mission. And it's like, I understand that she's like a great medical ninja and all that stuff, but literally like in less than 24 hours he goes from you're never going to be a ninja ever again to okay, let me fuck up these high-level ninjas that have been giving all of these protagonists trouble.
Yeah.
It's because he has Kaiser Permanente. Everybody else had Medicaid. That's why. He had top-notch.
Right.
But anyway, I say all that to say this is one of the biggest arguments we had. And recently I started reading manga of One Piece, and I'm going to just wrap this up.
No, we used this whole time to talk about One Piece.
No.
I'll be more than happy.
No. One Piece is the greatest anime ever.
Wow.
There will never be a better anime.
That's been recorded.
Yeah, it's. I have to agree now. It's just I have to give the credit to it. It's after reading what's about to happen. This is the greatest anime, and then the inspirations that the creator Oda got. Like, Ted, I'm pretty sure you saw on Twitter and stuff, like, oh, Luffy went Gear 5 and stuff, and he looks like an Animaniacs character and a Looney Tunes character. Oda said he got that type of animation. He was crediting Tom and Jerry for that. And then the meaning of him being able to do that in the anime is so deep within the world of One Piece, which is like, all about subjugation, oppression, slavery, enslavement, indentured servitude. Everyone has a slave story, so to speak. And Luffy being the reincarnation of this guy Joy Boy, who can like literally do whatever he wants, is like the biggest fuck you to the government in that anime, and it's just the greatest anime. It's just the greatest anime. I can't fight it no more.
Well, I think it sounds like, Walter, you finally got to him. It sounds like you won the argument, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
Listen, there's nothing I did. The man went out on his own. He watched it all by himself, and he came to his own conclusion. And I couldn't be more prouder of him.
That's good. That's good. See, that's what we're all about. We're all about not retribution. We're fucking coming together on this podcast. But getting things done, getting shit settled. You know. But
what about you, Walter? What you been listening to? What you recommending to the folks? What you been watching?
What's been on YouTube lately?
So I've been mostly like rewatching stuff I've already seen. I don't know. You kind of, you get to the point where you're just like, I need something I've already seen, something that I enjoy before going on to like something new.
Yes.
And so I've been rewatching this show called Psych. If you guys haven't.
Is that the black guy?
The black bald guy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dule Hill. His name is Dule Hill.
Okay.
And the what's the white guy's name?
James Roday Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that show. It was on like USA or something like that, right?
Mm. Yeah, and it's a fantastic show. If you guys are looking for a new show to watch, I would highly recommend it. And it's one of those shows that like the longer it goes on, the better it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, and it's 8 seasons, and they're all good. 3 movies after the shows ended. They came out with like TV movies and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So every now and then they'll put out another movie, and I don't know. I think they might be close to announcing another one soon, but with the actors strike and all that stuff, I don't know. Whenever that ends, I think that's when they'll probably announce the next.
Speaking of that, shout out to the writers for getting the deal done. We love that.
Congrats to them.
Congrats to them. We need to get these actors ready so we can get on set so we can start. Let's do this.
I'm for that. Yeah. I'm for them.
Dune 2 is supposed to be out. Right?
I'm very upset that they delayed that. I love Dune.
I loved it. Well, first of all, my story with Dune, honestly, I watched the last movie and I fell in love with just the last movie. And that kind of opened me up with this world of Dune. I think I've heard of it. Edward's probably talked about it before.
I hated Dune.
Well, I think you probably
the original. Not the Timothy. I like the Timothy.
I was about to say, like, how could you hate that movie?
I didn't like the original,
but the other one, which is so weird that it's a David Lynch movie, which David Lynch does not seem like the type of person to make Dune. But he did it, and no one likes it, and he was probably like, "All right, enough of that. I'm just gonna go back to making weird shit."
Yeah, exactly. Fucking but yeah, I fell in love with Dune. I think it was one of my top movies when it came out. But when Dune 2 was here, I'm excited. First of all, only reason why I want to watch Dune because it was Zendaya and Timothée, and I did a project in film school about I pitched a movie called with Zendaya and Timothée, and then they actually made one, so that made me want to watch it. But Zendaya is only in the movie for 10 fucking minutes at the fucking end of the movie. She says like 5 words. I was annoyed, but the movie was really good.
But then Dune 2. And now she's going to be in that whole movie.
She's going to be in that whole movie, and I'm ready.
You got to wait till next year.
What was the 5 words when he met her? She was like, "This sand is very hot."
It was like something, something innocuous. Like, it was something stupid. And I was like, I was waiting this whole movie for you, and here you are, but the movie about to end. But but that movie is good. I like me some Timothée Chalamet. I think he's a good actor. He was good in
So I didn't like Timothée Chalamet at all until the year that Dune came out, and he was in like 3 movies that year.
Yeah.
It was a very busy year for him.
Yeah.
And so, but then in all 3 of those movies that I saw him in, it completely changed my opinion on him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah,
In the show Homeland, it was like the first time I've seen him. It
was he in Homeland?
Showtime. Yeah, he's in the show on Showtime. He's like the
yeah.
He's like a little. I think he's like the vice president's son.
Mm.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything about the show, but
yeah,
he's a little.
I watched like the first few episodes of it, but I didn't continue with it. My mom and my brother loved that show.
Homeland. I loved it because homegirl, I forgot her name, but she
acted Claire Danes.
Claire Danes. Yes. She acted her ass off. My God.
Yeah, she's good.
Yes.
I only like that show when Taylor's around because then we get to have political arguments. Yeah, because she's about, peace. Let's save them all. I'm about this nigga got a bomb. I will shoot this 13-year-old, and I'm trying to go home and have Jersey Mike's. I don't care. Like, I got a piece. I have a piece on me. That's the piece. I'm not playing this diplomat shit. Where the key to the bombs? That's President. Let me just drop like 4.
Oh my God.
Drop 8. Let me drop 8. Let's round it up. 8.
Round it up.
Round 4 to 8.
And a possible.
Just
round it up. 4 to 8. Just
you're about to get
1 for the 4 for the boat, and then 4 for the remainder.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're about to get brought up on war crimes there.
sounds like
a little overkill.
It's giving
if I bomb the people that bring people up.
Sounds like there's gonna be like a whole UN committee like dedicated to bringing you down.
To Edward, yes.
I'm gonna go up there head held high. I created peace. Okay.
On your new fucking universe, Thanos.
This is my new empire.
Okay. There it is.
All right, and back.
Okay.
That's what it is. Yes.
Okay.
When I leave this room, I'm gonna have a phantom come up in here with all types of menacing shit.
Okay.
Whew. That
sounds more like a Bond villain than anything.
Yeah. That's what.
I'm just imagining you with like a volcano layer, just picking out targets to bomb.
That hurt. That really hurt because them Bond villains, I hate every one of them. They monologue all day.
They monologue. That's what they do. They're Bond villains.
That's why that hurt because they ain't doing it right. They
Casino Royale. He was he was monologuing and hitting him in his balls at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, at least he had him. He had him tied to the chair, hitting him in his nuts.
Yeah, that's a scene that definitely sticks with me because that's
let's jump into it. Yeah,
crazy shit.
I didn't know for like 3 years he was doing that.
You didn't know?
I remember watching that movie with your dad. I didn't know that the bottom of the seat was out.
Yeah.
I just thought Bond, I thought he was like weird because the dude was all like wearing the codes and
he's like,
Bond was all like, just go a little to the left for me, please. You gotta get the left one too. Oh shit. Okay. Now let's redo it. The whole time
I'm the kink.
I was like, oh, this Bond villain is
he's on
acid or something.
Yeah, James Bond, he's doing crack now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but no, that movie is good. I like that one. That's one of the I haven't seen.
That was a good movie.
I haven't seen Skyfall actually. I haven't seen the newer ones to be honest. I've seen Quantum.
Wait, you haven't seen Skyfall?
I have not seen Skyfall.
Oh my God, you're missing out. That's probably the best Daniel Craig Bond movie.
I've listened to the Adele song, but
it's a banger.
And then the one with No Time to Die, right? Is that the newest one? I haven't seen that either.
That's the last one that just came out. Yeah. That one is good. I like that one because he had 2 in the middle, Quantum of Solace and Spectre. That
yes.
I forgot about Spectre. I was thinking Casino Royale.
I think everyone would rather forget about Spectre.
I think Spectre is the one where he said after like I would slip my wrists and do another fucking James Bond movie because he was over it. But
he said he'd rather slit his wrist. Yeah,
but contract shit.
But then they probably backed up a truckload of money to his front door.
Yeah,
and it's like okay. All right, I'll do it.
And those
I
movies,
know
half of the movie is an ad. Like all the Omega watches, the
Yeah.
the Aston
Bugatti that he
Martin,
wrecked.
yeah,
Yeah,
all
the
that
Aston
shit.
Martin. That's what it
The
was.
Aston,
Yeah.
all that shit is
Yeah.
ads, bro. All of that. So don't. He knew what was going on. He knew what was going on.
Yeah. Hey, but they're ads in good movies, man. You gotta watch Skyfall. In fact, you're making me want to rewatch Skyfall tonight. I got nothing better to do after this.
Skyfall. That sounds good. I haven't seen Skyfall.
I need to watch all the
Skyfall,
Bond.
very good.
Well,
All right,
speaking
yeah.
speaking of
It's
movies I
on,
need to watch. Speaking of movies I need to watch, I want to get into what got you, Walter, like your first movie or one of your favorite movies that kind of got you inspired or wanted you to, not not to say watch more movies, but kind of get into movies and films and have an opinion about certain TV shows or certain movies. What's
Yeah.
like that one movie that comes to mind that's like that first kind of aha moment in a way?
So the movie that got me into wanting to make movies was Talladega Nights, actually.
Wow, that's
Yes.
interesting. I love that. The prison check.
Not hurt your last.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more terrifying than a goddamn cougar in the backseat of your damn.
Yeah, 100%. That movie's great. I love everything about that movie. And so I did that. And so I was like, damn, I want to write movies like that. So, funny story. The first thing I ever tried to like write, period, was a sequel to Talladega Nights.
Oh, wow.
And I got about half a page into it when I realized that I had no idea how to write a script. So that stopped right there. And I was in I don't even know if I was in high school when that happened. I was young. I was, trying to do shit. Yeah, but that got me interested in making movies. But I only wanted to be a writer, honestly. I didn't even want to direct or anything. But then, my last year of college, when it came time to I had a script. I really wanted to make it, and I was finding people to work on it. And for the life of me, I could not find a director anywhere to make it. I didn't know anyone that could do that. So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'll make it myself. And yeah, so I filmed it at my parents' house. We went from we shot from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Oh yeah, that was my first time being on a set. Whereas other people have worked on small stuff and everything, but they had more set experience than I had. So this was all a first for me, and it was crazy. It was hectic. There was so much going on, and for just 12 hours straight, it was just work, 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 work.
Yeah.
And but then after it was done, after everyone went home, I was laying down in bed. The sun was coming up, and I was just laying there thinking about it. I was just like, damn, I want to do that again.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I've been addicted to it. And so I try to make make something when I can. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I love hearing that because especially because everybody has that who likes entertainment, a lot and thinks highly of it.
Yeah.
Always has that one movie or always has something that kind of inspired them or wanted them to even try to do something. I always love hearing about that. What's your favorite movie? What's your number one all time favorite movie?
Never get old. You can always watch it.
I mean, mine personally, I always watch is definitely Forrest Gump, mister. I fucking love that movie. I can probably quote 80% of that movie. Know it by heart.
It's a good movie.
It's top 5 villains right there. That's amazing movie.
But
top 5 villains?
Yeah, Jenny is a villain.
Yeah. And me and Edward. That's enough.
We
argue about that too.
I mean, she's not the best person in the world, but I don't know if I'd call her like a straight up villain.
Thank you, but
I'm sorry. I'm with film buffs. She's an antagonist.
Okay,
that's
okay.
What
Okay, I wouldn't say that yet. I mean, yeah, she's not even that detrimental to his life. She's not really there enough to be detrimental to his life. She just pops up every now and then, says some shit, and then like leaves almost immediately.
Yeah, definitely
villainy.
leaves.
The villainy that you just said. Heath Ledger's Joker, Megatron from Transformers.
Okay.
Ozymandias from The Watchmen.
Megatron is high as hell. That's
Jenny.
Okay. Megatron.
Yeah, Megatron.
Thanos.
Two?
Right there. Jenny and Thanos.
Jenny and Thanos.
Okay.
And Thanos.
Yeah, I don't think
Thanos killed half of the universe. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Jenny ranks quite that high.
But what's like your favorite movie?
She was gonna kill my nigga Forrest. Gonna kill his drive. His slowness made him the best person possible. Villain.
Slowness.
That's terrible.
Slowness is
first
what
of all, and then
him.
you know me. I watch that movie too much, and I do not think that he is quote unquote, slow or anything like that. Or I think he's just a simple human with simple things, and that,
you see
that made him like
life.
Yes, and that made his which is I kind of try to live by that is just being simple, and it kind of like all that extra shit that people deal with and stresses him out. He has no recollection of it or no worry about it. He just
he just goes through life. He's just vibing, going through life.
Yeah, he's just vibing. But what's yours, Walter? What's your favorite movie?
Every time someone asks me this, I always blank on it. And then, like, usually, like 5 minutes after I end the conversation, it pops into my head, and it's like a really terrible thing, and I don't know why it happens, but it's like your first day of school when you have to go around and someone asks you, like, "Oh yeah, tell the class about yourself," and you just immediately forget everything you've ever done.
The spotlight is like right there to like tell me.
I can tell you mine.
Let me judge you.
Like.
Oh no, I do have one. So it used to be, it might still be, I'm not sure, and I'll explain in a second. But the Prestige, the Christopher Nolan.
But I know that movie is really good.
Yes,
I have not seen that.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I really need you to explain to me that ending, because I think I need shrooms or something to understand it. Like,
I mean, I don't want to.
Go ahead with your other one.
Ted's never seen it, so I don't know if I want to spoil the ending for him.
Don't spoil the ending. I do want to see that one.
Because that movie's all about the ending. It's with magicians, so there's a lot of tricks and there's a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
And
even though I famously am not a
twist, like
Ted,
see it because we got to talk about it. Because
it's Christopher Nolan too. He's like he going.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
He's gonna do some shit to it.
But but the only reason why it might not be is because when I saw it, it was my favorite movie. I'd seen it a few times, but I wanted to try to do this thing where I could try to get back to seeing it as close to the first time again as I possibly can. So I tried to go like years without watching it, so I could try to forget as much as I can about it. So once I rewatch it, like it'll be, I can get as close to the first time as I can. And that's kind of just snowballed into this thing where it's probably been like 10 years since I've watched that movie. And like every time I have the time to rewatch it, I'm just like, I feel like I built it up to something in my head that if I watch it now, it might not, live up to it. So now I just mostly just not watch it out of like a sense of fear that is not going to live up to the hype. So I don't know when I'm going to watch it again, but I know that I've moved on to something else, but I can't for the life of me think of what it is.
Oh no.
And yeah, so I know like probably tomorrow when I wake up, it'll just pop into my head like, it was this movie.
Yep.
because I had this exact same conversation with some friends a few months ago, and they asked me the same thing, and I couldn't remember. And then the very next day, I remembered that movie, and I was just, God damn it! Why did I not think about that in the moment?
Yeah, in the moment. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I definitely. Yeah,
Um,
that definitely happens.
two things. One, Prestige will not live up to the hype. That is a critically acclaimed film, and
That's great. You got
um,
both Batman and Wolverine in the same movie.
yeah, that's why I watched it. I don't know. Rick and Morty made me watch it because Rick said some stuff. He was like, "You've been Prestige, bitch. I got
Oh
your ass."
yeah,
I'm like, I don't. If I don't get a reference from there, I got to go find out what it means. And that film it's amazing. I just can't. I can't find the amazingness in it because the
yeah. Well,
ending.
next time I see you at work, we'll talk about
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck happened. I was
it.
great film. Magicians are magicianing in there.
They're
There's
magicianing.
Yup.
tricks. There's some tricks.
Yup.
That wasn't
Yup.
water. That was cotton balls, bitch. Like that. Like they're magicianing in there. Niggas got powers, I think. But anyway,
I need to
my
see that.
yeah, you would love it. My favorite film, and it teeter totters, but for the most part, it's The Watchmen. It's always between Watchmen and Dark Knight because you guys probably know. I believe a good antagonist is what even makes a protagonist at all worthy of relevance.
Yeah,
And I love Heath Ledger's Joker. I think he's the best Joker. I'll be getting into it with old heads that keep saying Jack Nicholson and stuff, and it's like no. Heath Ledger's Joker to me is the greatest Joker. He wanted to break Batman and show him take
one of my
take
favorite
that
acting
shining light.
performances. Like
Yeah, but Ozymandias is the greatest villain. This
Watchmen.
man, when have y'all seen Watchmen?
Yeah.
So
Of course.
remember
Zack Snyder movie. You know, I'm a fanboy number one of Zack Snyder.
Exactly. When they went to the fortress, they found out who was like setting them all up. Yeah. Like who got Rorschach locked up and who was like fucking with the owl dude and Dr. Manhattan giving people cancer wherever he stepped.
Yeah.
And they went there and they were like, yeah, we found out it was you. We're here to put a stop to your plan. Coldest line I've ever heard villain say. He was like, the plan happened 34 minutes ago. The nuclear warheads are launched, bro. They already, some of them hit. Look, Korea ain't there no more. Some of them hit already. 34 minutes. This is why I said that Bond villain thing that hurt me. Because they monologue. They'll have a laser up to James Bond dick, and they'll be like, I'm going to tell you why I like lasers. Yeah. When I was a kid, my daddy couldn't afford one because he was a tractor tow trailer, and now I got lasers killing niggas. Watchmen, no. It's half hour, bro. It's half hour. You're too late. That's it.
It's over.
Missiles have been launched. Cancer has been spread. The TV is fixed, and I'm watching it. Like, I love that. He wasn't playing, and then just the cherry on top, his whole plan was for the betterment of the world. If Dr. Manhattan is this godlike figure and he can't be defeated or killed, but remember they were in a doomsday world where it's like, oh, everyone's got nuclear warheads and we're going to send them at each other. And his whole thing of like, I can unite this world by making a former Watchman enemy number one. We can't beat him. He can kill me right now. He can kill all of us right now, reassemble us atomically, and then kill us off again. So if I make him the enemy, it unites us all under one thing. Just to go against him. And I love that. And like even Dr. Manhattan was all like, yeah, that makes sense because I'm OP as fuck. Nobody beat me. Nobody. And I thought that was like brilliantly done. Like, and then oh my god, that's
I remember you,
goosebumps on my arm already.
I remember you made me because when we did our little thing where we make each other watch movies, I remember you made me watch that one.
Yes,
and it was I thought that was really good. I thought that one was.
And Rorschach kills people.
I think you made me watch that one,
like that.
and I cannot remember the movie, but the Will Smith and Margot Robbie movie. I don't remember the title.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Concussion. No, not Focus.
Focus.
That's what it was.
Is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Great
I remember you made me watch that movie. It was okay. I kind of liked it.
Great
I
film.
liked
Good
it.
film. But yeah, that's my favorite film. I'm a big fan of villains, except for Jenny. She didn't have to do.
Okay. All right.
Ed, did you ever watch the Watchmen TV show on HBO that came out a few years ago?
So this is the thing.
It's always a thing.
This is how I know niggas ain't on my same frequency.
Oh my.
That is one of Regina King's greatest performances I've ever seen her do.
Oh.
Yeah, she was great in it.
Amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yes, I love that show. I'm glad I think she won a couple Emmys, at least one.
She did. Yeah, I think she did.
I
believe so. Yeah.
I never rooted for the police so much before in my life until I was watching it. Because they
make a big difference when the police dress up as superheroes.
Yeah, Ted, they were like, they ain't playing like it. There's rules like, oh, you can't do nothing to me. I ain't say nothing wrong. Just a little racism, just a little daytime racism.
Yeah.
And like Regina King, like, all right, cool. Nighttime, she ain't officer whatever.
Mm-hmm. She's
the night bitch, and she whoops ass. So like, yeah, I'm coming at night too. You gonna meet the alter ego.
Yeah,
whooping ass, arresting people. Yeah, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the dude with the tracksuit. That man had the drip.
Oh my god!
I think he was Russian or something, whooping people asses. Yeah, yeah. Great show. Zack Snyder, man, great director.
Fantastic. Also, just while we're on Zack Snyder and movies, I just want to put this out there because I always have to put this out there. It's an underrated movie. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition, not the theater edition. The theater was
vehemently agree. I'm so sorry.
The theater version sucks, and I will wholeheartedly agree that it sucks. But the Ultimate Edition, one of the greatest movies ever.
Okay, this is where we end the motherfucker.
This is. Now you see why we be arguing and disagreeing.
Well, granted, I've only seen it in the theater. It was the worst theater experience I've ever had. And
the theater version is terrible. I agree with you.
I walked out the movie because first of all, I was on my phone how fucking terrible this movie was, and then somebody behind me was like, "Hey, get off your phone!" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, I'm pissed right now. I don't want to get a fight in movie theater, so I walked out the movie theater. And I came back like 15 minutes later. But oh my god, I just couldn't get over the fact that when they found out that their parents had the same name, or their mom had the same fucking name, they were like, wait. Oh shit. He's like pointing the damn whatever at fucking Superman. He's about to kill the motherfucker. And he's like, wait, your mom's name is Linda?
Martha?
Martha? Yeah. Oh. Well shit, bro. And it's like, it's all good. I hate that movie. I've never seen that. I hate that movie. First of all, I have a Ben Affleck comment. Don't like Ben Affleck. And just hate that movie.
That is not how
I love that movie, and I will unapologetically die on that hill. But yes, his Lex Luthor is fan fucking tastic.
Oh my god,
that is not Lex. That ain't how Doomsday came. Doomsday is not part human. It ain't canon.
I don't know what's going on.
Listen,
I don't even care about that.
My thinking is, listen, if you want the exact same one for one copy and paste as the comics, then go read the comics. If you want something a little different, then if you want to get into it about people, Thanos, he's not some humanitarian trying to save the universe. He's trying to destroy half the universe so he can impress Death and do whatever type of fucking he wants to do with her. They completely changed it for the movies. I don't see anyone that's up in arms about that as they are with Batman v Superman, saying that's not Lex. Is he rich? Is he an asshole? Does he hate Superman? Well, there you go. There's your fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I remember when they casted Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I thought he was going to be okay. I mean, I don't know. It was just, I guess I just didn't like the whole movie as a whole. So I started nitpicking.
Yeah.
And I'm
I mean, like I said, personally, I don't like the theater version. I think the Ultimate Edition, it's a half hour longer and it adds so much context and so much more story to the rest of the movie that I think it really improves it. That's my personal
I'll watch it
opinion.
because I know it's on Max, but I'm
Yeah.
not with it. Like,
I can't watch that movie again.
and no, they
Listen,
brought up
listen,
the
you know,
Thanos
listen.
death thing too, though. Remember when he had to kill Gamora? There was a little slight at it, I'm sorry, little one. I've ignored my destiny once before. I can't do it again. And then threw her ass off that cliff.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's still, the humanitarian. I'm trying to save everyone, yada yada yada. Very different than the comics, but for some reason, everyone's upset when DC changes shit. But then when Marvel changes things, everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever." Civil War in the comics was not about Bucky at all. There's no super soldiers up there trying to go stop. There's no Zemo in there, but they changed it for the movies, and everyone sucks Marvel's dick all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love Marvel.
Yes,
I love Marvel. I love Marvel. Some of the stuff they've been putting out lately has not been, up to quality.
The TV show, I'm not ever here on the Marvel TV shows.
Yeah, so
I watch movies, I can understand.
But yeah, so I love Marvel. I just don't get how everyone shits on DC because they change a few things here or there. But when Marvel does the same exact thing, everyone loves it for some reason. I don't get it.
My problem with DC, real quick, is just I've told Edward this, I've told the podcast this too. It's just they made The Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight was this fucking hit, and then Christopher Nolan made the trilogy, and DC was like, okay, from now on, that's how we're gonna do. That's our whole tone is dark, gloomy, grimy, dirty shit. And I guess, and you can do that per se, but they applied that filter on every fucking movie to me, and I cannot get past it. I don't like Justice League. The Justice League theatrical to me was terrible, but Justice League.
That's a horrible movie.
Justice League Zack Snyder was way better, but goddamn, it's the longest movie I've ever watched. And the fucking what else? What other DC movie I just don't freaking like right now?
They have Shazam. They have Black Adam. They have.
I didn't even see Black Adam.
Suicide Squad.
No, the first Black Adam's not bad.
I don't know why people hated Black Adam.
I enjoyed it. Is it a great movie? Not really, but it's good.
Yeah, there's just one gripe I have. Dr. Fate is not friends with Dr. Fate the Helmet. I hated that shit. That was the most cringy shit.
But I will say that Pierce Brosnan was a great Dr. Fate.
Yes.
Fantastic.
But you ain't supposed to be friends with the fucking helmet that took away from your daughter.
Yeah, I wish they did have more with like the helmet and all that stuff, and like how the helmet is its own like personality, its own thing. They didn't really have that in there. But when you got a movie with like a 5-6 other superheroes in it, I understand you gotta cut some stuff out, but yeah.
And to your thought about why like people get mad at DC and not Marvel, I think it's because DC hasn't really built their foundation of trust me. Like with Marvel, when Iron Man came out, and then it's like Thor came out, they kind of just stuck to the storyline of those characters, and they start building up to get you ready for like the next coming, and at a certain point, I would say when it got to maybe Thor Ragnarok or even Thor Dark World, that's when they just like, we can now bend and twist up these storylines and the fans will be okay, because now it's like it's hook, line, and sinker. We got they ass. We done introduced everyone individually. Now let's bring them together. It's a star-studded cast, and I feel like DC hasn't. DC had problems with the dude who was in charge of DC over at Warner Brothers, and
Yeah,
What Brett?
they've had a lot of
Yeah,
problems with the people in charge.
yeah. Somebody calling Cyborg a ugly nigga,
Oh
and I
yeah.
think Brett Ratner is over here filling on Gal Gadot's titties and shit.
Was it Brett Ratner?
And
I think it was. Was it Brett Ratner?
some,
Oh, it was
think,
it was Brett Ratner.
yeah,
He said or did some shit to Gal
mhm,
Gadot because I think he was one of the producers on Wonder Woman. Yeah.
yeah. And then they're just they haven't found their like their perfect grouping yet. Zack Snyder honestly would have been the perfect director for almost all of their films. Or at least
Honestly, yeah,
someone Zack Snyder-esque, because he was passionate about it. He, after seeing
yeah.
the Snyder cut, you can see like he thought it through. The only problem I have with his cut is it's a fucking long movie,
It's
but
3 movies.
Oh,
I
That's my only
love that
problem.
I love that he introduces the people. It's like he's trying to give you the thing that you want, and now
yeah.
but he's not being backed with enough people like him that share that passion. You got Patty Jenkins fucking up Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman. I just think the movie set women back 30 years. It set them back to
I don't know if
1934.
I go that far.
Yes,
I don't know
it's
if I go that
horrible.
far, but
And
I haven't
then
seen
you
the
got
both Wonder Womans.
who
I've
was
been
it?
turned off
James
of DC.
Gunn that did Suicide
uh,
Squad?
well, no, well, he did the second one, but
The second one's
fuck, what's
pretty
his
good.
Second one was
name?
good. Second one was pretty good. First one, whoever
Uh,
did
oh
that.
my god, yeah, I can't remember his name, but he all right, but I will say this:
Mhm,
technically,
mhm.
DC fucked up the first Suicide Squad
Yeah,
because the guy who did the first Suicide Squad. Have you seen Fury, the
the
World
Brad
War
Pitt,
II movie with like Brad
Brad Pitt,
Pitt?
the
Yeah,
tank drivers in them.
No, I haven't seen it, but I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah,
The
I
tank.
haven't seen it all.
it's it's very good. It's really good. But he was the guy who wrote and directed that. He
Mhm.
wrote Training Day. He did End of Watch. He's done
Ooh, I
a
love
lot of
End of
stuff.
Watch.
So the story
Like
goes
what?
that when he made the first when he wrote and shot the first Suicide Squad, it was very
Mhm.
much like of that tone of
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like the darker, more serious tone of
Mhm.
his other movies. And then when Batman versus Superman came out and that didn't do well, Warner Bros. Panicked. So when the first trailer for the Suicide Squad came out, it was very bright, colorful, and it had Queen playing in the background. They're like, well, the movie's not that. We want something closer to that rather than what him and Zack Snyder were trying to do. So they
Mhm.
hired an outside person to come in, re-edit the entire movie to be more like the first trailer, and that's the movie that they put out
Yeah.
uh,
It's
instead of the original version.
yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't.
That's
That movie
So yeah,
got on my nerves.
so one of the reasons why DC is so bad is just
Cara
because
Delevingne.
of what is it? The people in charge. A movie comes out, and they're usually the ones who make the movies change.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Batman versus Superman, the Ultimate Edition, the 30-minute, extra 30 minutes that was 3 hours long. That was originally the approved one to come out in theaters, but then Warner Bros. At the last second, they're like, take a half hour off of it. It's
Yeah.
too long, and now you got to re-edit this movie that you have, and that's the version that gets put out in theaters. It doesn't do well. Obviously, you're cutting out 30 minutes of a movie, and so they panic.
Mhm.
They change Suicide Squad. That doesn't do well. So then they're in the middle of filming Justice League. And
Mhm.
so they try to change that. Zack Snyder, his daughter dies. He gets tired of fighting the studio and he takes a step back to go take care of his family. And then they hire Joss Whedon to come in. He fucks up
Absolutely.
Justice
Joss
League,
Whedon.
and
That's
that's
who it is.
what
He fucks it up.
Yeah. What
yeah.
80% of
And he's
reshoots and shit? Yeah.
he reshot like 50% of that entire movie.
And the
And
Superman, like the
so
Superman scandal or controversy with his mouth, like he couldn't because he was filming
yeah,
Mission
his
Impossible.
mustache. Yeah,
Mhm.
because they're supposed to be done with Justice League at that point. He already moved on, but then Joss Whedon comes in. No, we're gonna reshoot a bunch of stuff. So Henry Cavill has to go from Mission Impossible back to being Superman, back and forth while they're reshooting everything. So it's just like a constant thing of Warner Bros. Shooting themselves in the foot.
Yes.
But that's another reason why I'm kind of glad that that James Gunn is taking over, just because I like him, I like his movies, and so I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. And he seems to have complete control over everything that goes on. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna do.
I think
Yeah.
that's what it is too. Warner Brothers just might not be the perfect production company for them. They keep putting their hands into it, like you said, and
Yeah,
I like Gunn's films. I think he does the Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
My personal opinion, I think Guardians got the best soundtrack out of all the Marvel movies.
Oh,
They play
100%.
bangers. I wish they would just hold off of it. Back
Well,
up.
yeah, I was gonna say Ragnarok, but Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy are kind of the same soundtrack ish,
Mm-hmm.
like classic rockish,
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, I mean, I still listen to Volume 3 soundtrack every now and then. It's a lot of good songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would watch Volume 3. I think when it came on Disney Plus, it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
How would you feel about
so
Disney if they bought out DC?
Oh God, they can't do that.
I wouldn't like that at all.
Why not?
I mean, I enjoy comic book movies, and I definitely want there to be more of it. But Marvel's got a very specific tone to their movies that I don't always enjoy, because they tend to undercut a lot of serious moments with jokes every
Yes.
30 seconds or so, which is fine for some movies.
For some movies.
But when you're in Endgame, talking about time travel, I don't need like a 5-minute conversation about Back to the Future and all this other stuff, or going back in time to making jokes about killing baby Thanos and all that stuff. I don't need all that in my movies. Like, you don't need because it makes the movie completely stop. And yeah, so I don't like. It's fine with Marvel. It's not the best thing in the world, but I'm all right with it just because we have DC movies to kind of offset that.
I
get it. Yeah, I definitely.
If they can get it right, that's the thing that makes me mad, because I love Marvel. It's amazing, but I've told Ted this. I've told the podcast this. Marvel is my inner child having fun. That's why I like Marvel films. I get to see the cartoons and the comic book characters I like on a big screen, and they're moving, and it's like, oh, Hulk really did throw a piece of rock at you, and you felt that. But
real life.
DC is it's like the reality. Like, Batman can't save everybody. I always say this: Batman can't save everybody. Somebody's going to get cancer at the end of the day. The Joker is going to kill somebody. Metallo's going to shoot someone in the head to bring Superman out. And I like that, because it was just like a reality type thing. And I just wish that they would find, I guess, better directors and producers and leave them alone, because they have such an amazing roster. Their roster can go toe to toe with Marvel. You don't have to just do Justice League. You can, or if you want to do Justice League, you can dive in, go do Vixen, Zatanna. Let's do a Dr. Fate movie. I personally think Shazam is the only movie that I actually like of theirs since Dark Knight.
Really?
But
have you seen Blue Beetle?
I haven't seen that yet.
It's good. It's so good.
I need to check it out. Which hold on? Which really Blue Beetle? Good. Are we talking Jaime Reyes, or are we talking
Reyes.
about okay.
Actually, it's Jaime Reyes, but they also talk about Ted Kord a lot in that movie. So you kind of get both, but yeah, Ted Kord, he's definitely a presence in the movie, but it's mostly centered on Jaime Reyes.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
mean, DC, it's the tone, I guess, for me. But I guess with Marvel, it does. Marvel does give that too many jokes sometimes, especially this last Thor movie. I love Ragnarok. I love Ragnarok a lot. I watched that so many times. But
it's a good movie.
It is, but I feel like Homeboy what's my boy's name? Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Like he was like, "Oh, you like Ragnarok, so let's just push it up to a
it's double down on it.
He doubled down on it, and it was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah, definitely
like
too much.
Double. This one got the animal style on it.
I will say Christian Bale in Love and Thunder was fantastic.
He was,
he
was good.
Yes.
He was good in that movie. I liked every time they brought him in, it went black and white, like it was no color.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, I like that part.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, everything, all the jokes, it was way too many jokes, and it was too much, and it was annoying. It took, like you said, it took it out. Took me out.
Yeah.
Shout out Taika Waititi.
Shout out.
That's an amazing director.
That's a great.
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
I have. I love it. Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
Hunting for the Wilder People.
Yeah, that's the movie he came out with before he did Ragnarok.
I haven't seen that. I plan on watching Our Flag Means Death.
Oh yeah, I started watching the first season. It's really good.
Another, what's the other Taika movie? God damn, I just had it in my head now.
If you got
What We Do in the Shadows on FX.
Oh yeah.
I like that show.
Yeah, that one is good. But yeah, if you guys get the chance to, I would highly recommend watching Hunt for the Wilder People. It's really good.
Any streaming platform that's on, or?
Let's see. It's on Tubi, the Roku channel, Redbox. Oh, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
That's a movie. Okay. That's the movie that got me into more Taika Waititi stuff. It's with Sam Neill. He's the main guy from the original Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
He's in there, and then also remember the kid from Deadpool 2, the one with like the fire powers or whatever,
that had a shank in his asshole.
Yeah. He's in that movie also. It's really good. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend.
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Big Tyke. But it's just I know, because I like how everybody has these different opinions on certain films and things like that, and I'm just glad that it's all out there for for us to just enjoy and just have
it's art
certain and just have certain opinions on it. But one thing, especially, I think when I was trying to think of a DC movie, and then I'll get off DC in a second. But you said that I'm trying to think of a DC movie that I really liked. That I've since Dark Knight, and I was about to say Deadpool, but I'm like, wait, that's
Marvel.
but you didn't like Man of Steel?
Okay, yeah, I did like Man of Steel.
It grew on me. I hated that movie at first, but it was. That's when I came into like a I guess a maturing part of myself with film, because I'm expecting laser beam, cold breath, fly into the sky and do a primary lotus on them, and
laser beam,
and then I looked at it like, okay, it's him adapting.
I like
and holding back. I like that.
What Superman is that? Is that like 08 or something when they made the last one, before Henry Cavill? I don't even know.
Superman with Brandon Routh. Yeah,
I like
with the bullet that broke on the eye.
Amy? No. Who was Lois Lane? I don't even know who Lois Lane was.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember her name.
But I like that.
Remember that?
I like that one.
I haven't seen that one in a while, but yeah, Brandon Routh, he wasn't a bad Superman at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Batman's. I have a long history in Batman. Me and Batman have a love-hate relationship.
Sometimes you like him, sometimes you don't. Right. Did you like Robert Pattinson's Batman movie?
I did actually. I had to. I did a whole 180 on Robert Pattinson. I hated Twilight, obviously. I'm not.
Oh, Robert Pattinson hates Twilight.
Yeah,
He
he hates
badmouths
Twilight.
those movies
Yes.
anytime. Yeah, anytime he gets, he badmouths those
Yeah, he
movies.
would love to talk shit about that movie. But I've seen what's that movie? The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
Fucking Lighthouse.
Very
I love
good.
that movie.
Have you? Oh my god! Have you seen Good Time?
No, that's the one I want to watch because was the same
Yeah.
director that did
That-
Uncut Gems, the Safdie brothers, I think, right?
Yeah.
And, I really want to watch that.
Yeah, good. It's so good. It's such a good movie.
What is it? Oh, I have.
But yeah, Robert Pattinson between
Devil
Twilight and Batman, he's made a lot of really good movies.
Yeah,
I think he got like
the
those Twilight movies. They made him rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like those Twilight movies, they just made him rich, so he can just do like whatever like weird movie he wants to do now. And he's picked some weird fucking movies, but they're good.
Yeah, the Devil Inside is the one I seen with him and Tom Holland. That one was good. And it
was The Devil All the Time.
The Devil All the Time. Yes. The Devil Inside, I think it's a horror movie. But there's another.
I liked Robert Pattinson's character in that movie. Yeah, he was good.
What's the movie? I showed you, Edward. I can't remember the name of it, but it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And I don't like Ben Affleck or Matt Damon. And Robert Pattinson's in it. It's like my girl Jodie Comer is in it too. And
Robert Pattinson wasn't in that movie though, was he?
Is Robert Pattinson not in that movie?
No, it's Adam Driver.
Yes,
it's Adam Driver.
Yes, I can't.
Yeah.
No, I'm mixing up with the King on Netflix. That's the one with
Timothy Chalamet. That was the other movie. That was the other movie I saw with Timothy Chalamet that made me start liking.
The King was good. I fucked with The King.
That was really good. That was really good. But yeah, the other movie was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Adam Driver.
The thing where it's like the girl, she had sex with one of them, and then
she was raped and
raped.
Like,
she was
two different.
She was raped by Adam. Yeah, so that's a really good movie.
And then the old dude, he was all like, "Well, now I gotta fuck you." And then there was a big fight scene, and what is I wonder. Yeah, I want to say a night.
That movie was much more violent than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was really good.
I can't remember the name of it, but
A Knight's Tale.
I want to say that, but that's Heath Ledger.
That's the Heath Ledger one.
Yeah.
Hold on, The Last Duel.
Yes, that one.
That's what it's called. The Last Duel.
It's a Ridley Scott movie, so he makes good movies.
I think that might be my first Ridley Scott movie I like. Oh no, Prometheus. I didn't like. Okay, so
you liked Prometheus?
Yeah, the only thing I knew about Ridley Scott was Alien, and then I watched Prometheus, but not because of Ridley Scott. It was because Michael Fassbender was in that.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, Magneto just getting these roles, bending metal wherever he go. Let's go." So I'm there for Michael Fass, you know. And then at the end,
Ridley Scott has done so much more than either Blade Runner or
never saw Blade Runner.
You don't need to see it. It's whatever.
I've never even the old
Blade Runner. No, Blade Runner 2049 with Ryan Gosling. That movie is fucking good.
Yeah,
I hate the original Blade Runner. I don't know why it's so popular. I don't know why so many people like it. It's boring. There's like 5 different cuts out of it, and like I don't like it. Blade Runner 2049, fantastic. Everything about that.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm gonna check it out because I don't get it.
And that's
I don't know why it has a cult following.
And any of Denis Villeneuve's movies they're all good. Like he did Dune also. He did Dune, which was really good. He has other movie Prisoners with Terrence Howard and Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. You want a thriller? That movie is fucking good. I think it's got Viola Davis in it also. And it's got Yeah, that's where Terrence Howard and Hugh Jackman. They're two families. Their daughters go missing, and Jake Gyllenhaal's the detective assigned to try to find out what happened to them and all
Mhm.
this stuff. It's a crazy movie. It's so good.
Have you seen Gone Girl?
I have, and I love that movie.
I love that movie too. And all these
Man.
Ben Affleck movies coming up. Fuck Ben
Yeah.
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. That movie, I like that movie because I couldn't figure it out. And Ted knows. Normally, I'll figure out like the whole thing. Just give me 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And like the beginning of that movie, it's Ben like just brushing her hair and stuff. And I was like, oh, he beats her. She's trying to get away. Domestic abuse. Then at the very end of this, I was like, she is a monster. You need an exorcism right now, sir.
That's
Get a
great
priest in there.
performance too.
Yes.
I love that movie. It's so good.
That's the one
Yeah,
thing.
that one.
One of the things that I look for, especially in movies, I have to look for like the actor's performance, and that was one of the movies that like was so well regarded before, like because of her performance, Rosamund Pike's. But and so I was like, okay, I'll step into this movie, and I fucking fell in love with it.
Although that movie kind of Ben Affleck in that movie kind of makes me laugh because that movie came out right before Batman v Superman came out, and so Ben Affleck's character in Gone Girl is supposed to be some like out of work, lazy writer. You know, he runs this bar, but he doesn't do anything else. But at the same time, since he was trained to be Batman, he's fucking jacked in that movie. And so he's supposed to be some everyman, regular guy, you know, much motivation or anything. But like in every scene, he's just fucking goddamn tank.
Yeah.
And that always just makes me laugh.
Yeah. Oh my
god.
Yeah, that's a good ass movie.
You know.
I wanted to ask you guys both. Two-part question. One, is there a director that you're like genuinely happy made it to like be a great director? Like just any director in general that you like probably knew about before they made a big film, and you're just happy that they got to that point. And do y'all have a director that y'all just cannot stand? Like, you know, if they're part of a film, it's not going to be good. I'll go first. I don't know his name, but the guy who did Shazam. I first saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go back to DC. I remember finding out he did a short story horror on YouTube called Lights Out. I think I showed it to you too, Ted.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
you did show me.
Yeah, it ain't the one with the switch. It's just like literally the light out and the girl show up. Then he made the movie Lights Out.
Okay,
and it's an okay movie. It makes me want to pay my electric bill. That's honestly, I pay electricity. Pay him, and then going from horror to doing superhero.
Yeah,
and as far as a director, I can't stand.
I can't really think of like someone I've been with from the get go. Well, maybe Ari Aster. I fucking love Ari Aster. It's my favorite favorite horror movie is Hereditary. Even though I didn't really like Midsommar that much, but Ari Aster, that's my boy. But Ari Aster, he did like a student film that's very popular with I forgot something, but it's like Something Wrong with the Johnsons or something. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is. But it's like it's very weird. It has something to do with like abuse in families, and it's not what you think it is, so it's very weird. But yeah, I guess Ari Aster. Well, I'm trying to think of a director I like.
Patty Jenkins.
Okay, well, that's personal.
Patty Jenkins. Yes. Oh, and whoever directed Vanilla Sky. I ain't feeling that.
I've never seen that movie.
You're not You're living a better life than I am right now. I'll tell you that much.
You know, I haven't done
Let's
a
see who
180.
directed Vanilla.
I haven't done a
That was
180 on
Cameron
Tom Cruise.
Crowe.
It was who?
Cameron Crowe directed Vanilla Sky. He has some good movies out there.
I don't like Tom Cruise. I've done not a full 180, maybe a 90-degree turn. Because I used to not. I used to hate Tom Cruise, but I don't hate him. I respect the man. He does. I mean, you know, he does all his stuff, which is amazing.
The whole thing you said though about him was accurate. It wasn't like a slight against him when you said you got to put a gun in Tom Cruise's hand for him to act. And he does good acting with guns. There's nothing wrong with that.
And a jet, I guess. I mean, a jet, you know.
I mean, my favorite Tom Cruise performance is him in Tropic Thunder. So.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Does he have a gun?
Yeah.
Does he have a gun in that movie? I think he does.
No, he doesn't have a gun.
He didn't.
I don't think he brings it up.
He's like,
he's straight to the phone.
Yeah.
Ari, that was his name. Yeah, he was like, "Who's the key grip in that room?"
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
hit him hard. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he was great in that movie.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Someone I hate.
But he just puts out Mission Impossible movies, which they're not bad. They're definitely not bad. So
they're not bad. I get why. I guess I just
need a gun. That's all. Got to give him a gun.
Although I will say, he has some really good movies out there.
I'm just not a. Yeah, I'm not a. I'm just not.
Just not Vanilla Sky.
The new Top Gun is. I haven't even seen the first Top Gun. I just watched this Top Gun, and this Top Gun is really freaking good.
Why is that?
I've never seen the first Top Gun.
I've never seen the first Top Gun.
Why is
it's probably good?
It could be, but why is this Top Gun considered the thing that's saving cinema?
Because it's like
I don't know.
They're calling Tom Cruise the last movie star because the thing about like movie star. Remember movie stars maybe in the Y2K area 2000. You didn't know anything about them. They were just movie stars. They were just
Robert Downey Jr.
Well, we know a lot.
I don't know. I don't think he's on the level of Tom Cruise, though. I mean, he's big, but like
nowadays, your celebrities, you just know everything about them. You know what your favorite celebrity is doing today.
I just don't think Top Gun is saving cinema. I think.
I mean,
it's definitely not.
It put seats in asses after the pandemic.
Yeah, with COVID, a lot of movies were bombing, and that was one of the movies that brought people back to the movies. So I think that's the only reason why people are calling it, saying that like it's saving cinema.
It's just really good too. Cause when I streamed it and I watched it downstairs in this like surround sound and stuff, and that shit was really good. I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it once, and like it was good, and I enjoyed it, but like. There's nothing in me that's like, man, I really want to see it again.
I would watch it again. It put me in the put me in a macho mood. Like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking get these planes in the fucking air. All right.
Well, you want to play shirtless volleyball afterwards on the beach?
I mean, it puts you in that mood. I don't know. It was very fucking weird masculine mood that I was in. I'm like, fuck yeah.
He wants to fuck his friend. Okay. That's the undertone. That's what it is.
And he saves the guy.
There's a lot more to this.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on. Exactly. There's a lot of undertones.
Yes.
But I did love Top Gun. Can confirm. I did love that.
I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie at all. I mean, it's really good, and I can understand why people love it so much. I'm not at that level. I enjoyed it, but I don't need to watch it again. Maybe in a couple years, I might be like, I'm gonna put on Top Gun. But like right now, I'm like, it's fine. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we've debated. We've talked about our movies. We've kind of seen where each other's at as far as what we like, what we don't like, and things like that. First of all, I'm glad you came on, Walter.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
What's fun. I don't even have a rant today, Walter, but what's something that you've
Yeah, that
What's
grinds your
What's
gears.
been grinding your gears lately? Let's just say that was something that
Yeah.
Lately,
that has
I
been kind
mean,
of annoying
honestly,
you.
most of the we already talked about all like the my feelings on DC and Marvel. That was kind of most of the
Yeah.
was kind of
Yeah.
where most of my ranting
Mm.
would go.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I'm frustrated that DC's not doing better. I can understand it and I get it,
Yeah.
but and they shoot themselves in the foot
They
all the
do.
time. But I'm very glad that James Gunn has taken over, and it looks like he has full control of everything. I enjoy his movies. I think he's got some good ideas. And with the lineup that he put out there, I'm very, very curious to see how things go, especially since Aquaman coming out is going to be the last movie. And after that, they're wiping the slate clean and starting over again. So,
I like that.
You made me just think of the Flash now.
I forget. Yeah. Oh man, Mister fucking Ezra Miller, man.
I can't
yeah,
stand
that's
this.
that's a whole other
It is
podcast
a whole other
to talk
podcast.
about.
The movie
Yeah.
wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'll give it that.
It wasn't
I
as
like
confusing
The
as I thought it was going to be.
Personally, I enjoyed the film a lot. I just wish that Ezra Miller wasn't such a fuck up, so that
Yeah.
I could enjoy it more, and probably more people would have gone to go see it because it's not a bad movie
It's not
at all. I really enjoyed it, and especially the director of it. I thought he did a really good job with everything in the movie, and I'm glad that James Gunn hired the director and Andy Muschietti, I think is his name. He's gonna do the next Batman movie for DC.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ben Affleck,
So-
or we getting another?
No, with like I said, after the Flash or after what is it? After Aquaman comes out, they're wiping the slate clean. I think they said that the only people who are really coming back, they're going to keep Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, which that's perfect casting right there.
Yes.
They're keeping Margot Robbie, or they're keeping the guy who played Blue Beetle. They're gonna keep him and try to continue more stuff. And John Cena is gonna continue to be Peacemaker.
Great
And
show.
at least as of right now, they said those are the only people that they're continuing with. They already recast Superman and Lois Lane, so you're already starting over there.
Mhm.
They're gonna end up casting a new Batman, and they said that in this one, there's gonna be Damian Wayne is gonna be in it, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
I like
I'm with it.
Yeah,
Let's kill these people.
shit,
Let's
little shit, Damian.
Let's kill these people bad.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Only thing I need Henry Cavill to do, he just needs to be Aegon Targaryen, and let's do the fucking conquest. That's the only thing I want him to do.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I was going to say about the
Past
strike.
6 years.
Yeah, everything is good. We're copacetic. House of Dragons is still filming.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
All them other films and shows we don't care about right now because this is still some Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah.
So
We gotta get
we got dragons to hunt. We need to find the cannibal and smoke bringer and this this is how you get past the strike right here, Walter. You pay writers without talking to the union, and you pay these actors. Like I got cash right now. That's the problem. This is my rant. I'm ranting. We don't need SAG right now. I get it, medical and dental and insurance. Yeah, sure. And the AFTRA and the what is it? The writers of WAG and all that. We don't need them right now. I got a Cash App with 38 million in
That's what we
Who
need.
ready to write? That's what we need. You got Venmo, you got Zelle, what you got? Chime, Cash App, what y'all? PayPal? Oh, that's why you died last season. What you got?
Wow.
Yeah, let's pay right now. That's all it is. I just want money. That's all they want.
I need 15.
And I want to see who takes out that fucking big ass dragon. And Ted knows. Ted's not telling me a damn thing.
That's good. Don't say anything.
Oh my god.
Everyone
Nothing
needs
has happened in this show yet.
Spoilers are terrible.
Sometimes, but I need to. He got to pay for what he did. Blood has been spilt in the sky.
Oh my god.
And
Oh yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens to that kid. That kid's a little shit, little one-eyed shit, and I hate him.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of shit that happens.
Oh, I know what happens in the beginning. That's one thing.
I don't want
TikTok
to
messed
know.
me up.
Whatever it is, I don't want to know about it. I hate spoilers.
Yeah.
I do not like them.
Yes, I personally don't like him either, but
yeah, but that's really my rant. We're doing good. House of Dragon still in production. Dune can wait. You know,
no, Dune.
Y'all.
I need Dune.
No,
Dune can wait.
Wait, I need to hear
Stranger
now.
Things can wait, and all of that can wait. How it's still Dragon time. It's still Targaryen in this bitch. It's Valerian by sea Targaryen, and we need to finish this. That's what it is. Just this is totally unrelated. James Wan is one of the greatest directors of the horror genre ever.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
So,
but you don't like it? You don't like Aquaman?
No, I don't like Aquaman. I don't like that Amber. I just don't like. If we getting into it, he's like this cool.
you want to talk about James Wan? You got to talk about Aquaman.
No, that's why he's the greatest horror director.
There's some horror in the first Aquaman movie. There's a little bit in there.
Man, the horror is Amber Heard shitting in beds. That's the horror. No, we're not doing that. In the bed, Amber. In the bed. You're on timeout. But I don't like I'm gonna make it quick too. I don't like that they made Aquaman this cool guy. He's like, yeah, my man. Let me go get drunk on land and fucking jump in the ocean and shit and talk to fucking octopi and I'm gonna do all this and I'm surfing and I'm flying with Batman and that ain't Aquaman. Well, in the beginning, I guess, until he became all royal.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe they'll tone it down a little bit in the last one. We'll see. In the next one.
I know what they did that. They're trying to get women to go see it. That's.
I mean, 100%. You put Jason Momoa shirtless and wet in those movies. That puts butts in seats.
That does. That does. Can confirm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I think that's about it. You before we close out, you want to tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on? This camera, or that camera.
Okay, Sean Evans.
Yeah. I didn't get my hot wings for this.
Right. Exactly.
They're on the way.
I'm on Instagram. WA Rivers. Oh my god, I'm forgetting my own Instagram name. I don't know. I'm sure you can put it somewhere on, yeah. But I'm on Instagram. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm on right now. So, I mean,
any projects you got coming up you want people to know about? Where they might see you at?
Not currently. Right now I'm kind of just taking a bit of a break. Next year, maybe we'll see. But right now, I need to save up money because unfortunately I have to pay for my own stuff. So if any of you wonderful people out there feel like paying me to make something, I will quit my job and make something tomorrow if that happens. So
and then if you're donating to him, might as well go over here and do it to us too, because we're definitely on that same energy. If anyone would love to pay me, I will take that oil money, Saudi Arabia. I'm just saying. But yeah, this has been a good one. This has been a good podcast.
This has been real fun. I liked it.
We got
this was fun.
Talk about movies and we had to talk about our things, our opinions and things like that. But shout out to the listeners. Shout out to them.
Thank you guys for sitting here with us.
Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being you. I appreciate you, Walter, for coming on.
Of course, anytime.
Stay connected to us. Stay connected at Ted and Ed Show on Instagram, at the Ted Mosby, TheTedMosbee on Instagram. I had to get that 94.7 The Wave voice.
There we go.
The Wave.
Is your name actually Ted Mosby, or is that just
That's just
How I Met Your Mother reference?
Yes, How I Met Your Mother reference.
Okay, I would have been very, very shocked at that. If that lined up so well for you.
Yes, if it run. Yes, exactly. But another unpopular opinion that I have, I actually love How I Met Your Mother's ending.
We're gonna fight about this.
I actually really like it, and Robin Scherbatsky, I've always said this, is one of my favorite like women. Period. Like her personality. And Ted Mosby, I fucking love Ted Mosby. So yeah, How I Met Your Mother, I'd look at it totally different than a lot of other people.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I already used my time for the rant and everything. So
it is definitely
I'm just gonna...
a lot of unpopular stuff. I mean, I do hate Seinfeld. That's another hour and a half.
But, yeah. Have me on again. We could argue about this.
Yes,
I'll be more than happy to come back and today was very like
intro chill.
We're talking very civil.
Yeah.
Next time we will be at each other's throats, and I will be looking forward to that.
Bring the pitchforks. Well, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being you. You know, we're out of here. Catch us in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out.